Hi, I'm Neil Watkins. I got caught up in an internet scam or a crypto internet scam. I don't know, about maybe 2.5 years ago, which looked very good. It was crypto trading, and I got sucked in. I followed it for a while, and then it looked quite good, and there was quite a lot of chat on WhatsApp that all looked very positive and things. Anyway, long and short of it is, I started trading with them. Looked like I made some money on online on the platform that they were using. I have done some trading and things before, and it all looked very genuine. But I thought I'd made a mistake and lost some money, and then to try and make my money back, I was told that I should put more money in to trade more money, because that was the only way to make money back, and it seemed to be the only way to do it. So I persuaded my wife to give me some of her inheritance money to do that, because she had a chat to them as well, and also agreed that that seemed to be the only way forward. And we lost that as well. At that point, we were going to pull out altogether and give up, but we were somehow persuaded to have another go, but with a lot of help from the advisors. So we put more money in, but I stepped away this time, not trusting myself to do it properly, and my wife took over doing it. Long and short is that we lost kind of 160,000. I can't remember if it was dollars or pounds now. I think it was pounds, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was about 160,000 pounds, which was more or less all my wife's inheritance money. We thought we'd made it all back, actually. On the platform, it looked like we'd made it all back. But when we went to try and get the money out, we were told that we had to pay more money in. And that's sort of when it all hit me that we shouldn't have been having to put more money in to get our own money out. And we didn't have the money to put in anyway. So I asked around a little bit and ultimately found out that, it was one big scam, very clever scam, well, in my opinion anyway. That sucked both me and my wife, and I'm probably more gullible than she is. We thought we'd lost the money because we couldn't see any way out of it, and in some respects it was rather embarrassing to tell anybody about it and to try and find somebody that might be able to help us. But I saw the advert for Payback online. Wasn't really sure whether that was genuine or not, but decided to go for it. So my wife and I had a chat to them, paid a small upfront deposit, but didn't pay any more at the time. Although actually Payback were quite keen on taking a bit more of us. But anyway, we persuaded them to go ahead with the case on our behalf without paying any more. And we're quite concerned, having been scammed with this, well, a lot of money, and lost a lot of money and couldn't really afford to pay out anymore, that Payback might also be a scam and weren't genuine. And when you do searches online on Google and bits and pieces, they seem to have a mixed bag of sort of feedback, unfortunately, and it's difficult to know what is and isn't genuine. They seem very genuine, and certainly Jacob, who we were put in touch with, seemed very genuine and honest, and kept us in touch and informed of what was going on, where we were at. We then had another advisor. I can't remember her name now, sadly, but she took over the case for us because Jacob stepped back and took on another role from what I got, and she continued where he left off. And also kept us informed of what was going on and how we're getting on. Letters were sent to the bank that we'd sent the money from Lloyds Bank in the UK, and originally Lloyds Bank said, "Oh no, it's all our fault. We shouldn't have been so stupid." To cut it long and short, it was a lot longer than that, the letter that they sent back. Payback then went through I think the Financial Services Authority, or whatever the UK equivalent is, the Ombudsman, and put a complaint in through them. And initially they also rejected the case and said that we were to blame, and Lloyds Bank, they stood by Lloyds Bank's decision. But again, Payback wrote further letters of complaint, and eventually the Financial Services Authority agreed that there was a case and that we should be given 50% of our money back, plus some interest. So we've managed to recoup somewhere around 70 to 80,000 pounds, I believe. It was a little while ago, so I can't remember the exact figures. But certainly without Payback's help, we wouldn't have got that far. And at times, I certainly would have given up. And in reality, actually, I sort of felt to some extent guilty and sucked in. But I'm pleased that we followed through with Payback, and they managed to get money back for us. And we're still trying to follow through now with Coinbase and Binance, since the money's been chased down, and Binance actually seems to hold the money, but obviously we don't know who holds the wallet. But the feeling is that Coinbase and Binance, between them, should take further responsibility as well, and have done their due diligence and checked out and known about these scammers to some extent. So that's still being followed through, and we wait and see what the result of that is. But yeah, I mean, we're pleased to have got half of it back. We'd love to get the rest back, but we'll see where we end up. So the case is still ongoing, but certainly without Payback's help and persistence on this, we wouldn't be where we are now. So we are very grateful. And we have, in the meantime, still been contacted by others claiming to be part of the Payback system. I get texts and phone calls and emails. So it has been quite difficult to know who is the genuine person and people that we're dealing with. But I've always managed to keep in touch with Jacob and been confident that I'm dealing then with Payback and the genuine company, rather than other people that are impersonating them and pretending to be Payback or elements of Payback. So yeah, you still have to be careful with it and make sure that you stay in contact with whoever you've made contact with and has now become your advisor. And whenever I contact Jacob, either by a phone call or leaving a message, a text, or whatever, or an email, he normally gets back to me within an hour or so with an answer, and puts my mind at rest that things are moving forward. I suppose in some respects we didn't end up paying out any more money anyway until actually we got money back through the Lloyds Bank. So it was just a matter of being patient and waiting and letting Payback get on with the work and doing their investigation behind the scenes and getting their legal team to write the letters for us. All of which we had to sign off, some of which we had to send ourselves from our name and our email addresses and things. But again, only through guidance and advice from them. So yeah, I don't know that I've got anything else to add. I don't know whether that helps or not. But yeah, we are genuine. My wife and I are genuine normal people with normal jobs, and it's been a very stressful time. So yeah, my wife was well, I was going to say in tears, but it was actually, she was probably almost on the verge of suicide at one point when we originally lost all the inheritance money, and I didn't know quite what to do either. yeah, it's difficult to know who to trust. So, but Payback sadly seemed to have, as I say, be genuine and honest and yeah, got where we want to get for the minute and managed to get 50% of the money, our money back, which we definitely didn't think we were going to get. So thank you, Jacob, and wish I could remember the lady's name now. She went off to have a baby, but I can't, unfortunately. It's